This is Ron. Welcome back to another Crystal of Atlan video, guys. I hope you are doing really well because the new game is totally amazing, guys. I've been playing since yesterday, that means the launch day. It's a perfect, flawless experience so far, guys. There's a lot to talk about the game, the quality, especially, and a semi open world game that can be compared to the giants like Wuthering Waves, guys. I'm not even kidding. Now in this video, guys, I'm going to show you how to play this game in computer or PC, what are the things you need to do and how to do it. I'm going to show you the entire procedure. So first of all, you need to go to this website that is called coa.nbsgames.com. I'll be leaving the link in the description, guys. Don't go to any wrong website. This is the actual game website, and here you will see a bunch of options, guys. The developers has allowed us to actually play this game almost in every possible places: App Store, Google Play Store, PC, and there is also a bunch of other options like Epic Store, PS5. PS5 is of course not my area, but I can tell you that if you want to play this game in PC client is going to be the best experience, guys. You can play with Google Play emulator, but it has some bugs, so I don't recommend. So you need to tap on this PC, and a file will download in your computer. And if you are someone who is especially playing from Europe, sometimes the PC will kind of try to prevent the file from downloading, so you need to make sure that the file is kind of downloading properly. So once you have the file in your download folder, you need to double click and open the file. Of course, you need to give the permission, and you need to actually, you'll be able to see this sort of screen where you can actually install the game. You have to of course mark here, but one thing I must tell you that I always tell in all the installation videos, that if your PC is having kind of a limited amount of hard disk spaces, I know many people are having 500 gigabytes of space in their laptops. If it is a laptop, in PC it's a different thing. In case of it's a laptop and it has a limited amount of space, then you need to tap here and change the installation path, because by default if you do directly install now, it is going to install the game in your C drive, which is not going to be ideal. It is going to kind of mess up with your system, because games are kind of really power hungry, and C drive is the drive where the main computer running systems are actually located in C drive. So you would like to keep this thing free, guys, to be honest, to ensure optimum gaming performance, because you're going to play the game in the same laptop. You tap here and you need to actually change the folder name if it is allowed. As you can see, in my case it is not allowing because I don't really have two drive, I just have only one drive. In my case I cannot do it, but in your case you need to do it. Then simply just tap on install now, and the game is going to automatically download about 40 gigabytes of data and going to be fully installed. Then you can go and open your game. So now let me take you to the game directly that I have already installed and opened, so we can talk about it, guys. Okay, so here we are in the game, guys, but when you are going to download the game and install the game for the first time, you will not see a screen like this. In yesterday's video, I kind of showed you that the game will give you a bunch of characters in front of you, different classes, and you need to select the characters and play certain levels before you can get into all this kind of smooth atmosphere where you will see all the options unlocked and this sort of things. You need to play a couple of levels, there will be tutorials, no problem. It is very easy, guys. But once you get this position where you can actually see these options, you need to press escape in your keyboard, and it is going to give you these options from where you can access different parts of the game. But in the corner you can see you can access this settings option also, and here you need to actually do some settings if you want to play. For example, by default it will be I mean, it will be like this, okay? And if it is by default like this, you will not be able to click in your game anywhere. But let me show you that if you do this change and tap this in, go back, now you can literally click everywhere, which is kind of easy, and it becomes kind of a little bit of an emulator like thing. This is the best thing I believe, and each and every game should do it, guys. This is why I kind of thank this developer for their thoughtfulness about the people's problem and how they try to approach this is admirable, guys. Now if you want to make sure that you can click anywhere in the game, you activate this one. Otherwise, if you want to play the default mode, you keep this one, and that's it. So I personally would like to have the mobile mode, so I did it. Free joystick, I would like to keep it like this, but you might actually try to do some experiments if you have different type of joystick, because these options actually functions differently in different type of joysticks. Mobile keys, you can adjust and you can set your keys into different places. For example, if you are willing to play in a mobile type, for example, if you are having a Windows PC with a touch pad, in this case you will be able to use these options. You can move around at your desired place and do this, and press escape to get out of these options. Next options, we are having brightness, rendering, home use scale. I would like to keep these things same as they are, and there are certain options that you would like to toggle off. For example, if you don't want to see the tutorials, you can turn it off or on, but I would recommend to keep it on. And automatically look new epic gear, this is very important, guys. Make sure that it is turned on. Use actions in dungeon, of course, turned on. Enable colorblind mode. If the player is having some sort of colorblind problems, they can activate this mode. Let's see how it works. I'm not sure how it works because I won't understand, but probably it is going to make a difference to colorblind people. Once again, guys, I'm saying that these developers are really thoughtful about people and their problems, guys. This is so amazing. That's why big thanks before anything else. Now there are certain stats that character HP, enemy HP, you can disable them if you want, but I would like to keep them as they are. And in this section I am not going to provide any sort of changes. Let's go to battles. This is sometimes turned off. You can turn it on if you want to show the damage numbers and damage display calling. How big will be the damage numbers? This key is going to make a difference with that. I would like to see the numbers a little bit big, so I'm making it 80. We'll see how it works out. We will change if needed. Now these FX qualities are by default very high in my PC, so I haven't really done any sort of changes. But in case if you are having a kind of a low configuration PC or laptop, you should change them from very high to high. You should change all of them to high. That would be ideal, but I'll just keep them very high. And on FX opacity, if you are struggling with your graphics card or this sort of things, you would like to probably reduce this as much as possible. Let me just keep it as it is. Teammate opacity, I don't need it. Keep it low. Graphics option, guys. Now there are clear indicators, very easy. Once again, very easy. The developers kind of designed this thing in a way that you can straight away set your priorities. If you prioritize your performance, gameplay performance, and if you are having a kind of low configuration device, then use this performance mode. But if you are kind of confident with your device, then go ahead for smooth or maybe exquisite, a little bit better. This exquisite and smooth is going to put a little bit extra pressure on your device, but the quality, especially for the content creators or especially for people who like to have some visual experience, I would recommend smooth or exquisite or even extreme in case your device is very strong. But I would not recommend extreme too much. Just keep it exquisite Let me keep it exquisite. We'll see how it works out. Now we have some sort of other details. We can keep them all as they are. Camera angles. This is, you can determine that in which way you would like to see your character. There is a 3D RPG camera. This one is a little bit closer, so you can see, you will see a character a little bit bigger. This one will be a little bit smaller, and this one will be totally, I mean, bird's eye view on from the top. I mean, this is entirely different. So suit your preferences. I mean, according to your preferences, adjust it. I personally like this one. The auto lock on. These things I kept turned on. Smart attacks. Smart attacks is turned off by default, but I'm going to probably do some experiment by keeping turned on, and we'll see what happens. In this area, I'm not going to do any sort of changes. The sound setting is just pretty amazing. If you are having Dolby Atmos, you should enable this one. Otherwise, disabling this one is going to probably improve your performance. If you don't have Dolby Atmos, then you can disable it. But it is an amazing experience that a game like this is going to provide you Dolby Atmos experience. Insane, guys. Play audio in the background. This is, I keep it deactivated. There is language settings, there is other settings. Account binding, this is a very important section, guys. From here you are going to bind your account to either Google account or Facebook account, because by default in PC client or even in mobile, when you are going to start the game, you are going to start the game as a guest, and that is not going to be saved, guys. No progress is going to be saved unless you bind this. So after starting your account, select your character, maybe play a little bit until these options are all open. Once these options are available, the game will actually redirect you to bind. Do this, guys. This is very important. So basically, these are the settings that we need to do to ensure that we can have a great experience in PC or computer devices. I believe you will find no problem in installing. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and don't forget to support the content, support the channel, guys. And I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. I wish you great experience with Crystal of Atlan, and I'll see you soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.